Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12. He's checking crack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's taken to the 26. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get set.
To throw his Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Kendricks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Balaj. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
General West.
Milage. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Now the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Alpha. Let's go. Back 55.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They run it with Balaj. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. What's that? Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, Delta.
On play action, Cousins. He's got Smith here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Good route here. Gun. Hey, high 7. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5. Hey, flicker. Through. Switch. Check nickel.
To throw, Cousins. High throw, but the catch is made. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. They'll try and run with Valage. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's good. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Gun. Hold. What's that? 7's the mic. 47's the mic. Black. Man. What's that?
They'll run here with Valage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down, Cousins again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, exit. Mark 55. Mark 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings.
The rest of the season, I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
We got this.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going.
First down is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Good. 185. Hey, 734. 93. 93. Hey, Charlie.
Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
54. Mike, 54. Your track, your track. Okay, 382, last 50.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Hot, hot. Stop your mind.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, it's caught. Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. H3, 22, help. High 7. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Check, crunch, gun. Check, lucky. Where's the hot?
From the 44, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hatch it. Hey, can't.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Cousins. Buying throwing time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Lane 50. Mike 47. Black. Recon, 132 fighter. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Okay.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bailey able to knock it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Drop deep. Express.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
50 seconds. Express. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Orbit. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, check, Mike.
From the gun, Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Raiders first down.
Now. Mike 57. 180. Hey, we're good. 185. That's it.
Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. That would have been big. Would have broke our tie here in the 4th, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker tried on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Hey, Echo! 47's the mic, 47's the mic. Here we go, 47
On third down, Cousins. Bearing it deep for Garcon. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. 93. 5. 50. Express. 55. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Carr. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hey, go hard. I know, he's easy. I can't believe they
Cousins. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Carr to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
694. Hey, Alpha.
Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long wide. Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
I got it. Shift. Leave it. Bring up 48. One shot.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game.
Down. 180. We're good. 185.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Raiders, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.